On the entertainment segment, Red Circle has carved out a unique space in Nollywood box office history, and so has the woman whose vision helped to bring it to life, Nora, who was just 24 when the film went into production, has officially become the youngest Nigerian cinematographer and producer to lead the film past about 100 million naira mark locally. Released on June the 6th, the crime thriller directed by A.K. Maxine and co-produced by Abdul Tijani Ahmed surged about past 88 million naira in just 3 weeks, hitting the coveted 9-figure milestone shortly after. Nora Awolowo is in the studio this morning to join us to discuss more on this development. Congratulations for this great achievement you've made for yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So how far have you gone in all of this?
I mean, we've crossed the 100 million mark now, and that was quite exciting to witness. And I just woke up and saw the old news, oh, you're the youngest. And that was like that.
So how do you feel now?
I'm excited. I mean,
let me see the energy in you.
Don't worry. I just woke up, but I'm actually excited.
What's the current figure now?
As at yesterday's 106, I think it should cross like 110 by the end of this weekend. Yeah, so I mean, it keeps growing, and for me, it's just also acknowledging the fact that all the hard work that we put in, like people also connect to the story. People are also going out to watch. Like that's.
For those who haven't really heard about Red Circle, tell us a little bit about the story.
Okay, Red Circle is a story of a journalist who has like I'm trying not to give spoilers, who has like a family, and the whole story is about how far you can go for your ambition. Like at the core of it, there's love, there's friendship, there's loyalty, and all, yeah. So those are like the things that connect the story.
So let's have a connection now. Just look at me so that we can talk like journalists. Red Circle, interesting.
I'm not the journalist.
I know you are not, but we are.
Right,
and you've said a lot of things about journalists.
Yeah.
What's the passion behind this?
For me, again, it was born out of trying to live like my comfort zone. I'd worked on other projects, and I was like, okay, what's next? I've also like been around like a couple of young filmmakers like myself who have done like very great things in their industry, and it just made sense that we're a community of people. Why not just come together to make this film? And that was how, like, I had this story idea. I'm not a writer. I spoke to my friend as a writer, Abdul Tijani, and he wrote it. Okay, everybody felt like this was a good story. Now all of us just come together to just edit different departments to make this film.
So what do you think that your story will teach other young filmmakers and creatives like yourself?
To be honest, the most important thing about it is I just go for it. Like, you would hear whispers, you hear noises, you hear different things. At the end of the day, just follow your instinct. Because you don't know what's the worst that can happen. Like the worst thing that you feel for yourself is like feeling bad that you did not even try at all. So just go for it.
So what challenges did you experience? I mean, when you were shooting the movie, you were about 24 years old. Now you're 26. Apologies, I have told the whole world.
It's everywhere. No, okay, it's everywhere.
What are the challenges that
not shy about that?
At this point, it's everywhere. I never even thought age was a factor while shooting. I try not to. Again, I've been in this industry for 8 years. I think I entered into the industry when I was like 18, 16, 17. So that was not even a factor. But the most important challenge, I think, is infrastructural problem, like logistical problems in Nigeria. You're shooting outside. We had like exterior scenes outside. We're shooting like places like Oshodi, trying to control a lot of crowd. That's a lot. We had like BTS videos where we had like 1,000, no, not 1,000, but we had like hundreds of people outside, and maybe shooting on a set in Oshodi will sound like Latif Adedimeji, and we had like Mopo, we had like Soja. Firstly, we had Mopo, and we knew that Mopo could not control these people. We had to like bring more security to just make everybody feel safe. And just knowing that going to the street, aside from your permit, like those do not excuse you about like the kind of things that you face on set, like the noise. It's just a lot of things. Again, anything that can go wrong, that will go wrong. I remember the first day we went to shoot and our equipment truck got stuck on Third Mainland Bridge. Like those kind of things, even if you planned your day properly, those kind of things, you cannot see them coming. So those are one of those problems that you just face, and you're like, yeah, you just see through. Just make sure you just see through to the end, then yeah. Now everybody, we barely even remember all of these problems anymore. Now that everybody's just celebrating. You started quite young, and I love young people who are doing great things in this country. How did you balance your education and the business of filmmaking? I started with photography. I started when I was in school. I studied accounting in school, and I remember this long ASU strike where everybody was just at home. And a friend of mine that I met,
so that gave you the instinct.
Yes.
Wow.
So it was more like, what do you want to use your holiday for? You can't keep and I remember that year the strike was very consistent. Like maybe 2 months break, then we were back again in another 2 weeks and all. And I was like, okay, let me just find a hobby. And basically I started with photography and I started enjoying this thing. And because I get bored quickly, okay, what's in the same media space that I would still enjoy, like telling stories? I got into cinematography, tried my hands on animation. I can edit, I'm a drone pilot. I just tried to dabble into different things, and basically that was how. So for me, even when I was in school, I was already doing quite well for myself. I remember when I graduated, I just knew, okay, then I was already earning good money. I started when I was in 200 level. By 400 level, when I graduated, I was fine on my own, and I just knew, okay, this was the path I wanted to follow. So there was no need, deciding to think twice that, do I still want to do accounting or not? Now, even taking further courses in even filmmaking itself, I had a short course at London Film Academy last year. I just tried to also just improve on what I know.
So I'm sure some of our audience or viewers want to know if you are related to the Awolowo family.
Extended family member. Let's keep that.
But if you were to shoot the movie, if you were to shoot Red Circle again now, what would you do differently? And by the way, 100 million, I know that they always say you have to spend money to make money. How did you get the money to finance this film?
I decided to raise first because, again, your family and friends need to trust you first before a stranger would decide that they're going to back. Now that maybe I've made this one, I can go and meet a stranger and say, I've done this. But first of all, it was me deciding, okay, who are the people in my close circle and that can also fund this. Again, collaboration really helped because a lot of my friends that I worked with, that means there was an exchange of back-end for, you don't have to pay this person for this job. You just give them an exchange for back-end and they'll get paid later. So it was us deciding this was not instant gratification. Even the people that collaborated on it, you're not going to get paid for this, but it's an exchange of services for a back-end credit. But again, I also had family and close friends that were okay, this idea, it must work, but we're going to back you. This is our money. And it is me also deciding that I don't have to fail them. Because my first one needs to be very good, that they know that, okay, this person, when I come to meet them, they know that they trust what I am up to. Yeah, so it's all of those things that you just factor into it. So it's from close friends and family, then also friends that they're also taking on different roles on the project and just saying, okay, guys, I can't probably pay you what you can, what you want, but let's do an exchange of services. And they also believe in the project, and I think that's the most important.
And you've been smiling to the bank now.
Not yet, but we will. That's one thing I'm very sure of. We will.
For them to confidently give you more money, it shows that you've been getting more support from them, and you are making progress.
Yes, that's the most important thing. There's no business person that wants to fail. The end game is to make profit at the end of the day. I also have a finance background. I studied accounting, so I know my numbers quite well.
The story has been so sweet. What are the challenges?
I've mentioned some of them. Infrastructural problem. We don't have enough cinemas in Nigeria. You can count the number of cinemas that we have. A lot of cinemas are basically in Lagos. I schooled in Ekiti. We don't have cinemas in Ekiti, for instance. Do you get?
So it's a wake-up call for the state government to do something concerning.
Yeah, I know there has been a lot of conversations around it, stakeholders, different policies around it. I hope it is actually implemented because I'm at a point where let's do less talk and let's see actual work happening. I think that's the most important thing. And we just need more avenue for filmmakers to actually be supported. Not just hear that, there's let's see evidence of people being supported. I know Lagos State said they were building a studio or something, a stage, a film village. So there just needs to be incentive to make maybe people like myself that are younger, because if you go to BOI or something and they ask you for collateral, you probably can't. You don't want to drop your parents' house to fund a film. So those are those things. We just need to find incentives for younger people like myself to know that these things are possible. Even without, it's not everybody that's going to have this circle of friends I have, or even the connect of people that I have that, they raised money from. It's just knowing that, without knowing people, I can access certain funds and actually fund my film.
If you were to redo this film this year, at this age, with all that you know now, what would you do differently?
To be honest, I'll use the same cast because my cast have been wonderful. I've had
They are not stressful.
To be honest, they've been one of the most supportive people. They're now family. That's even the most important. We traveled to the UK, for instance, we screened in the UK in cinemas in the UK, and we flew with some of them. That was quite supportive, leaving your work here to go and support the film outside. What will I change? I feel like when I made the film was the best time, since I've now increased like a lot of monetary costs.
You're a smooth talker, Nora.
Like a lot of monetary costs.
We just have to go now.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
We'll bring you some other time to also tell us.
No problem. I'm here for you.
I love your energy and your passion for this.
When your next film passes 200 million, we'll bring you on.
No, it will be more than that, guys. Mark my face. It will be more than that.
Someone is saying that. Have you ever been called a tomboy before?
I mean, I get that a lot, so that's fine.
I can see the vibe, the energy in you. Nora Awolowo, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll take a breather now, and when we come back, the sport guys are ready